Put into words, if you can, what you're feeling right now, because it's good to see that smile back on your face. But when I say the words 6 times winner of your home race, is that sunk in yet?
It definitely hasn't. If I'm honest, I didn't coming here. I didn't even know how many I'd won here. So I'm so grateful I still remember my first win here, my first pole here, and it's just got. Every year is such a challenge. I mean, this track is amazing. I can't really put into words just how spectacular the track is to drive, especially with the cars that we have today and the downforce that we have and everything. It's like my uncle says, poetry in motion when he hits a golf shot, and it's pretty bad normally, but it's like poetry in motion. But yeah, I think I mean, just to be amongst the greats that have shined on this circuit and here for the UK, I'm so incredibly proud to be a part of it.
Extra sweet at the end to get the fastest lap. That was a nice surprise.
Well, I mean, I was going for it. I saved just enough, I think, to have something left at the end, and it was close, but the lap was looking really good, and I came around, I think it was 1.2 up or something like that, and I was like, is that enough? And it was like 2, I can't remember, 0.3 something. But I really wanted that as well. I woke up, I think yesterday what's crazy is that second is great, third is great, but first is, something unique and on its own, and when you're striving for perfection and you don't ultimately reach it, and yeah, you get second, you can still be proud of yourself, but you should definitely, how I work is that I'm hard on myself, and I was a little bit frustrated with myself yesterday in the formation and how I went through things, and I know better. There's normal things as humans, we make mistakes, and then I wanted to come here today and do something powerful, and that comment I have here, powerful beyond measure, I really wanted to, I wanted to utilize that, and harness the fans' energy, because my dad drove me around in one of his old cars, he was so proud, and he had never seen what that was like, people beaming their energy at you, and he was so happy, and I don't think I've ever seen him so happy, to be honest, and I feel like I captivated that energy that they had and used it, so I'm so proud and I'm so grateful for everyone's support.
Enjoy the moment, well done, thank you. Well, Valtteri, when something completely out of your control, like a safety car, puts pay to your victory, how do you deal with that? Is that something that you have to just accept as part of racing, or is it incredibly frustrating?
Yeah, I think that's life. Sometimes it's unlucky. Positive thing, the pace was there, and I felt everything was under control before the safety car. I was basically controlling the pit stop gap to Lewis, and then with the safety car he got a free stop, and that was pretty much it. So yeah, I mean, what can I do? Yeah, just move on.
You put on a good show at the start with the battle with your teammate. That was fun to watch. What was it like to be involved in?
Yeah, I enjoyed that part really. I love good hard racing and fair racing. So I think both me and Lewis, we enjoyed it. Maybe Toto not so much, but doesn't matter. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that was all good, and was looking forward to maybe more battles towards the end of the race, but obviously it didn't happen.
I mean, the grip and pace of this car is just phenomenal. You just seem to be so far ahead of the rest of the pack once the race got going again.
Yeah, the car has been really strong this weekend, and especially in the race trim. So the guys have done exceptional job again at the both factories. So yeah, very lucky to be in that car. Obviously, still racing for myself very much. So still will take a bit of time to feel properly the positives. But yeah, thanks to the team.
Well done. Thank you. Well, Charlotte, looked like strategy had ruined your race, but pure determination and some stunning overtakes knew that third spot on the podium. Just talk us through your feelings about this race today.
Well, it felt amazing in the car, the most fun I've ever had in Formula One. Yeah, just very good battles. I think Austria was an eye-opener for me to see how far the Stuart will let us race, and it was very good. I think I became more aggressive for this race, and I've never had as much fun as I did during this race. So it was good. Third position. We've been very unlucky with the safety car. A little bit lucky with the crash of Max. Unfortunately, there was also Seb into it, but yeah, overall I think third was the best we could have done today.
It's really interesting to hear you say that because it feels as if you're really growing into your role at Ferrari and you're testing yourself and the car all the time. It did feel like an extension of Austria here today. And music to all the fans' ears that we can expect more of the same from you and I'm sure from Verstappen as well. But when you were kind of tussling for position with him and then Seb ultimately, crashed into him, what were your thoughts then?
Well, I don't know. I think obviously racing harder like this also can create incidents, and that's what happened today. But yeah, I haven't seen the incident, to be honest, so I cannot judge that. But overall, when you race more on the limits, incidents happen more often too.
Did you ever feel like Mercedes were catchable?
No, unfortunately not. They were too quick. I think we are quite strong in quali pace. We are still a little bit behind, but we are quite strong. But race pace compared to Red Bull and Mercedes, we are really struggling to keep these tires alive. So we need to work on that.
Well done today. Thanks a lot.